He was the life of every party, the first to arrive, the last to leave, and the loudest in between. Adéyébou moved through Europe like he owned the night. In Paris, he threw champagne showers from balconies overlooking the Seine. In Ibiza, he danced shirtless under strobe lights, sweat glistening on his chest as synthetic beats and narcotics merged into a single pulse. In London, he rolled up in convoys of blacked-out Range Rovers, the scent of imported cigars and designer cologne announcing his presence long before he entered the club. Everywhere he went, he was surrounded by an entourage of fame chasers, women in sequin dresses, and men who laughed too hard at his jokes. He spoke in foreign slang stitched together with a heavy Nigerian accent, bragging about old money that was, in truth, stolen money. He never lifted a finger to work, he didn't need to. His father, Chief Obiaker, was one of Nigeria's political gladiators, a man whose name echoed in oil deals, padded budgets, and offshore accounts. While hospitals in their hometown had no syringes and schools stood roofless, Chief Obiaker's wealth multiplied in Swiss vaults and London properties. Adéyébou was the perfect heir to ill-gotten wealth, flamboyant, careless, and lost. His mansion in Barcelona was a modern palace, marble floors cold under bare feet, art pieces bought but never understood, the air thick with the scent of cocaine and cologne. Nights bled into mornings in a haze of flashing lights, liquor, and laughter that always sounded forced at dawn. The walls, once white, now wore stains of spilled wine and cigarette burns. Music thumped endlessly, not out of joy, but to drown the silence that haunted him when the drugs wore off. He called it freedom, but it was only escape. The world around him blurred into a carousel of glitter and decay, the clink of glass, the distant siren, the soft collapse of another friend overdosing in the bathroom. The money that once seemed endless began to trickle away, siphoned by hangers-on and the same dealers who once called him boss. His mansion emptied, the parties stopped, and the lights, once neon and blinding, went out. One winter morning, Adéyébou was seen wandering the streets of Berlin, his once polished skin pale from the cold, his hands trembling from withdrawal. The same crowd that once cheered his arrival now crossed the street to avoid him. The prince of stolen wealth had become a ghost of his own extravagance, the inevitable end of a life built on another nation's ruin. Some said it was karma. Others said it was madness. But in the quiet of that foreign street, Adéyébou finally faced the truth, that his father's corruption had not only robbed a country, but also robbed him of himself.